A landmark moment at the Michigan Supreme Court. A black female justice has finally been sworn on to the state's highest court for the first time in its 185-year history.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Supreme Court Justice
of the office of Supreme Court Justice
according to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
That is Justice Kyra Harris Bolden. Her appointment comes at a very significant time for Michigan Supreme Court. Just last year, the court had a number of key decisions. They ordered an abortion rights initiative to appear on the November ballot. They banned discrimination against LGBTQ people and ruled that one-person grand juries cannot issue indictments against state officials. That's a big deal, and it led to charges being dismissed against the former governor in connection with the Flint water crisis. So this term, the court also has a lot on its plate, and Justice Bolden's appointment is not only historic. Wait until you hear the story of her journey and her family's legacy of injustice in the hands of the legal system.
One day, this little girl came to me and said, Miss Kyra, can girls go to college?
Wow.
And I looked at her and I said, yes, I'm a girl, I'm in college. And she turns to the little girl next to her and says, see, I told you.
Little girls saw themselves in Kyra Harris Bolden.
This has been a long journey for all of us.
Today, for the first time, they can look up and see what else they could be.
Kyra will be the first black woman ever to serve on the Michigan Supreme Court. Kyra.
And with that, history was made as Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer appointed Bolden to the state's highest court.
185 years we've never had an African-American woman on the state's highest court. It's about damn time.
It's just been an honor and just been so surreal to be appointed to the highest court in the state of Michigan and be responsible for some really important decisions.
What do you think makes you tear up?
Oh, because this means so much to so many people.
Justice Bolden's journey to this court, though, began nearly a century ago with a tragedy.
Jesse Lee Bond, my great-grandfather, was lynched in Tennessee in 1939 after asking a store owner for a receipt. And he was beaten and castrated and thrown into the local river, and the coroner deemed it an accidental drowning. And as a result, his murderers walked free.
That injustice drove Bolden to law school.
Once I realized that that was something that happened in my own family.
Less than 100 years ago.
Yeah, I just felt the need to be a part of the justice system and to go to law school and find my way in that.
Is your great-grandfather's lynching the reason you believe you became a lawyer?
It was definitely a large part of it.
She would go on to serve 2 terms in the state legislature and then take a leap, a chance at making history.
We need to make sure that we have justices on our Michigan Supreme Court that believe in equal justice under the law.
She didn't win that race, but when a seat on the court opened up this summer, she was the governor's first choice.
Thank you, and thank you very much.
Her daughter Emerson, not yet 5 months old, too young to know the history her mother has made.
Emerson, in just a few generations, our family has gone from lynching to law school, from injustice to a capital J justice. From injustice to capital J justice is really it's amazing. It's amazing that we can make this type of progress for our family.
What do you say to people who look at the state of racism in America today and don't see it as enough progress?
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's not enough. It's absolutely unacceptable that in 2022, we are just now having the first black woman on the Michigan Supreme Court. There has never been a black woman that's been a governor in the United States history, right? It's not acceptable, but we still have to work hard and we still have to try to break down these barriers.
And 2022, it took till now to get the first black woman on the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yes.
You know, when you think about Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, just a few months before you.
Yes.
What you think?
Yeah, I think it's one of those moments where you know what's possible, right? You know, the same way that people have said that they look at me, it's the same way I look at her.
Really?
I mean, she's amazing, but she is a representation of what is possible.
Are we fired up? Are we ready to go?
Justice Bolden will be unique on this court as the only justice who was previously a state lawmaker. So that also, though, opens the door to other critics who say, well, you're a Democrat, you're partisan. You know, you served in the legislature, you ran as a Democrat. How do you shed that?
All judges and justices have personal points of view, you know, so I don't think I'm different in that. My job as a justice is to interpret the laws.
We have the opportunity to protect justice for generations to come. Did you know that?
In a fitting full circle, she will fill the seat of Chief Justice Bridget McCormick, whose campaign was the first she worked on a decade ago.
The state is getting a smart, savvy, and hardworking public servant as its newest justice.
I know the weight of this job. I know what it means. It's always been my goal to pull people with me. You know, Vice President Kamala said, maybe the first but not the last, right? And that's just kind of the mantra that I live by.
What an honor to sit with her. And, you know, I have to mention Alpha Kappa Alpha. We talk so much about the barriers that she's breaking for AKA, along with, you know, following the likes of Vice President Kamala Harris, Toni Morrison, and so many more.
Yeah, and look, that part is important because when you think about the black sororities, the impact that they have on elections around the country, and not only just for women, like they get out the vote. In Louisiana, the last gubernatorial election, the black sororities really helped, in a red state, pushed and helped to elect a Democratic governor there. But she is...
a force. 34 only.
Amazing.
I want to say one thing. She has a 5-month-old baby, so she ran this campaign pregnant, crisscrossing the state. And as someone who's had babies, just doing any job, let alone that job, is difficult. Her husband took 2 months paternity leave and was an equal caregiver at home so that she could do that. We talk a lot about what it takes to lift people up.
Yeah.
Big part of this for her, she said as well, having that equal partner.
I'm not so surprised that she was pregnant. What did they say about Ginger Rogers? She had to do everything that Fred Astaire did, but backwards and in heels. So women,
There you go.
amazingly, can do those things. Guys are, you know, we're not there yet.
Our thanks to her. Is really a delight to get to spend some
Congratulations.
time with her.